empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The give is to McLaughlin. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll hand it off now, Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Let's go. Trim it.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Devontae Smith, touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 94 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's on his way. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Barkley is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Hurts. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They run it again with Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd down, Williams. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 46 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Nix to the air. Escaping the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going. It's Nix. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Nix. They'll find Williams on the slant, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. Nix now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's Nix once more. That's taken in by Franklin. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nix on first down. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on first and 10 is Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Second and a couple. Nix looking to throw again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. That is caught, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Nix forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win.
And Williams is in for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will add to their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Operating from the gun, Nix. Over the middle, he finds Vele. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one, and leads to a first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Nix to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Nix from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Adam Troutman, 64 yards. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. It's complete, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That one looks like he'll throw here. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time, the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
That one downfield for Dotson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. There's a game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week, often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out